Alright, looks like everything's working so far. Fingers crossed it stays that way, folks. We've been doing a lot of fun stuff in the back end here, hoping that, gonna try to just streamline the experience for you guys as much. Oh, looks like a few are getting ads right now, which is frustrating. But we do have an ad timer right now, and should have things like ad warning, so we'll wait for that to clear. In case any of you are catching that right now, we'll give it a minute. Two of 6, Jesus, Twitch. How many ads are you guys viewing here? Alrighty. It's not that I was hoping to come back to. Want to get things rolling, grab some caffeine, because God knows I need it. And intention is to get a few more back-end changes done to the platforms, and I have been working in Lumia Stream trying to get some of the lighting effects so you guys can participate a bit more. It's been buggy. That may be a relatively short-lived effect here. I've been waiting till the ads are cleared, which, again, I didn't think I had pre-roll ads going. Now I'm kind of curious to check on that. So we'll nip the authenticator real quick. Alerts, moderation, da, 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 da. Alright, we've got one more ad to go. So I'm trying to wait this out so anyone who is watching is stuck with the ads right now isn't missing any commentary here, just to be on the safe side. 13 seconds, which... nifty tool, I can kind of tell when they're popping if I have to have the stream preview up. But there should also be a countdown, so we're about to get an ad. We should be able to see it here and get a bit of heads up. There we go. Fuck the ads. Ads should be gone now. On that uplifting note, how's everyone doing? It's not just me, but a few people I've talked to, family, friends, colleagues, we all feel like it's been a week, and it's only Wednesday. I know it's not the first time I've said that. But yeah, to start off tonight, we're just going to be looking at a few things under the hood here to start. So if anyone might have caught this a few moments ago, I've been working a little bit last night, a bit today, leading up to stream on integration for Lumia Stream. Lumina Stream? Let's go double check that real quick. Lumia Stream, which I'm going to open it. I'm going to see if it automatically hooks all my lights as it has been. I want to work on this and show you guys what we're kind of working our way towards. Been hinting at the idea for a while. This is me finally trying to put it into action. I'm a little concerned because it's been causing some bugginess with the computer. This might cause some hiccups, so bear with me. But the idea is, before, thank you, Saribot, we love that kind of takes care of that issue now. Jesus. The bots are in full swing today. Oh, Talash said hi. Yeah, one of the goals here is some things like the paper lanterns behind me on the wall, little accent light also in that direction for the bamboo, and you can't really see the rack super clearly once I pan the camera. Ignore the spackle repair there. There was a duct fan up there, and now it's running through the attic because servers go the opposite of burr. Servers go roast me inside my own office. And I've been, what do you call? Understanding that I just need to go do some touch-up paint. But the idea is giving you guys a bit of control, or as things happen, like someone raids the channel, someone, you know, a new follower, subscriber, whatever else, the lights and things behind me actually react, and for folks having viewer points and whatnot, actually give you guys the opportunity to do things like change the color of the lights behind me in the room, so give you a little more interaction with the room here with me, and some viewer awards, including and behind the curve and making more emotes for you guys to use, which gives subscribers a little more tools they can use both here and in places like Discord, and as well as other channels around Twitch. One it's been sitting in the office for ages. I've had a pipe wrench, a literal pipe wrench has been sitting in here. If you're gonna make a percussive maintenance, as we're gonna call it, emote, which is just me swinging a pipe wrench at the server rack. You're wondering, like, did you really get a pipe wrench just for this? Yes. This has been in my office for months. It's been sitting here. But the idea is you're going to see me swinging this at the rack, not actually hitting it, I hope. That would be problematic. Because all of my techie stuff, most of my techie stuff lives in there. But if you're wondering, what's percussive maintenance? It's when every now and again you just have to hit the thing to make it work, or if you think the old Atlantis animated movie that came out with a bunch of us for kids, aside from checking a few pipes, tightening a few nuts and bolts, you just see Milo literally smack one of the pipes or gauges with a wrench. Percussive maintenance. And the pipe wrench is also a little bit of a Bioshock reference going back to when we started doing this nonsense consistently, say a year ago. May not hear from our buddy Merrill as much tonight because he is from either taking the family to California, because they had a delay, but they have landed safely, which is good to hear. And I am going to open Lumia Stream, and we're going to hope nothing breaks today, because it has been causing some shenanigans. Like, I thought I was about to have to reboot my computer before actually going live tonight. It's been a thing. I did not... Here I did not think pre-roll ads were running, but I might. I'm checking on the ad status real quick here, because I'm trying to get to where they're as minimally invasive as possible. If dash notifications or privilege ads are enabled or disabled. I thought I just had them off entirely. But I guess they're there because I'm not seeing an option to really turn them off. Instead of running 3 minutes every 16 minutes. We'll refine that one later, but snatching that for now, I'm going to kick us over to my desktop screen, assuming nothing breaks in spectacular fashion. There we go. You guys can still see my keyboard mouse inputs, meaning you can see anytime I spectacularly miskey something, and we've been working in is Lumia Stream. Which... yeah, it's... no thanks, maybe later. So I guess anytime I start the program, it decides to do that. Now, the good news is, if it's working, it's already pulling it synced to my Hubridge, which is how I'm controlling pretty much all of our POW lights. I've only allowed it to interact with about 6 lights inside this room. There are the 4 behind me already pointed out. There are 2... well, technically there are 4 hue lights at my desk proper. 2 of them are bias lights that are just behind the monitor, kind of reducing eye strain. So despite the fact the room is a little bit darker as I'm streaming or playing D&D, as we do on Monday nights, I don't go blind as fast as I might otherwise. As far as I can tell, the vision's still 20/20. But there are 2 more lights at the bottom of the desk here that are being set up to mimic the coloration of whatever's going on behind me, so I can still see if something happens. Among other jokes, we're going to have things like police sirens, a red alert if someone, raids. We've had that happen a few times with our friends Thrive on Ego and Bluest Blue, both of which you should absolutely check out. So things that'll make it a bit more interactive. We are going to, if it lets me click through all of their nonsensical bullshit first. There we go. This is what I was looking at earlier. So, and this is still very new. Installed this today. So apparently it can monitor chat, though I would like to try to condense this down because I don't need all of this stuff up and running all the time. I monitor most of my stuff over here in OBS. Integration with Twitch, YouTube, Kick. I don't know they have Trovo at this point, but I will admit that is my least active chat, bar none. I think I have 0 known activity over there. A buddy did recommend we could start streaming on Bilibili as well. Start building my Chinese audience. Before anyone goes there and says, oh, they could be spying on us, like, my own government spies on me enough. I was going back through Don Winslow's Satori. It's a comfort read / comfort audiobook for me, and a reference in literally during the days of Chairman Mao, through the books, like, oh, yes, privacy is a like an anachronistic illusion, or just it's a selfish, capitalistic thought there. It's like, I feel like we're going that way here. We're gonna have some longer discussions in the near future on why I think more people should be, if not outright home labbing, at least getting into self-hosting. Try to get more services away from what you currently share your data with other people to do, things like streaming services, storage backups, and so on, because it is getting worse by the damn day. Which is why I'm trying to run more of my things here locally off of things like a StreamerBot, which is always running in the background during streams. That is a bit smaller at the moment. And that is technically connected to Lumia Stream as well. And Lumia Stream, which I'm gonna admit I'm terrified of how much of a pain in the ass this is going to be. So going to, where was scenes as an example. So the lights we have right now, you might have noticed that the lantern didn't quite return to their usual state of mild flickering, supposed to resemble candlelight. So I've not quite figured out how to recreate that one here, but testing some of the scenes we have beneath, you can see on screen here, this kind of stuff I'd like to get to where you guys can do. I'm gonna have to refine it for the lights behind me, so let's try the must-have RGB. I'm honestly terrified. Must have red something or other. Which other things you may notice that seems a bit oversaturated and too bright, and that is because I typically tone down the lights. So it's not just a matter of turning everything different colors, it's also handling certain degrees of brightness. Oh. Like, what is going on here? Okay, sorry. Message from my girlfriend. I figure that might be important. And I half expect she is literally in the room next door and should be in class right now. Why are you texting me? Oh, she's looking at flights for near future as well. I'm like, okay, no emergency. I half expect it to be something like my microphone's turned off or something, but OBS says we're good. But the idea is we can get more effects here. These are some test ones other people have already done. But trying to get them toned out where like the lanterns don't appear oversaturated, because I tend to leave them around 15 to 30% brightness, give or take. Maybe closer to 50 for the rack lights and the bamboo lights behind us. So, and the other kicker is I can't... Apparently Lumia Stream does not draw off of the scenes I've already built within the Philips Hue ecosystem, so every one of these interactions, if I want them to look as good as they normally do, I have to do them from scratch, which is going to take some time. So this might be a short-lived introduction to the stuff we're working on in the background, and I can't say I 100% trust Lumia Stream not to wreck shit yet. It's a well-used, well-vetted resource as far as I can tell. It's just been a little finicky, and it could be because it's kind of getting it to work within the ecosystem of the other programs I use right now. Interesting. But anyway, we at least have the stream default one right here, which is kind of the default setting for this office for now. So this is what you see at the moment. I could probably stand to tone this down a little bit, because I feel like the paper lanterns are losing a little bit of definition. So you don't want them to appear too bright. And if you're wondering, hey, is this really what you do in your off time? You finagle with the levels of lighting in your office and build a bunch of background crap and yes. I hopped online and I was saying, yeah, I'll game for it. No. I was in OBS for 3 fucking hours. Just looking at bitrate adjustments. I think technically we should still be within... Now that I can adjust it now. I'm trying for future stuff. Technically, I have a different encoder running for YouTube just to see if it... or a separate YouTube encode entirely from the Twitch one. Whereas Kick and Trovo are still leaning off of Twitch proper. Or at least off of the same initial encode. I was hoping I could experiment a bit more, see if I can just, you know... I want to see, I'm going to go back through the VODs for Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and all, and see if there are any performance drops across the board, because I know technically we're sending multiple resolution encodes to Twitch right now with enhanced broadcasting, but I want to see if running a separate encode has effects on Twitch's performance, YouTube's performance, Kick's performance. Trovo, I'll admit I'm not super concerned with right now unless I suddenly find out there's been a massive Trovo following out of China. I'm doubtful, but you never know. But initially figured we just spend the first part of stream just... See that? I think 15 is what I had on before, and I think that looks the best so far. Otherwise, it looks a little too bright and saturated. So this may be where we leave that one. The idea here is this is set as the default state. Goes to scene, stream default 01. I know I have very exciting name conventions. And I'm wondering what... we're largely going to explore a few of the features here. Just for a bit longer, and then we'll transition back into gameplay and see what's going on within Destiny 2. Just largely going to be some PvP and possibly a bit of Sparrow Racing League. But it'll also be a running test of some new features, like I said, the ad countdown, so there should be a little warning that pops up on screen when we're about to see ads, probably around the bottom right of the screen. To let you guys know when that nonsense is on its way. Quality-wise, we should be in a slightly better way. We have vertical streaming back up, though I'm waiting for approval from Twitch to get that going on this platform. But the scenes are built again. So it's just a lot of... I swear I spend more time doing OBS than I do gaming when I'm going through phases like this. Let's see. Do not want the lights to turn off when Lumia Stream's turned off. That'd be a bit concerning for me here. There are lights in this room I do not tie to Lumia Stream, namely my 2 key lights. There are ways you can technically hit them with an Elgato control and then get to where, like, the audience can flashbang you with your own camera lights. Most of you, that's fine. My good friends, I'd be getting flashbanged left and right. I would be blind after the first stream doing that, so I'm like, we're gonna maybe not do that to me as we roll through here. Alrighty, but lights on, lights off, no light change. Yeah, dynamic default might be the way to go in the near future. And I'm gonna have to see if I can get Lumia Stream to co-op, because it seems like this overrides the Philips Hue settings for it while Lumia Stream is on, which is kind of interesting. So I may have to see if, actually, just for experiment's sake, I'm gonna go into the Stream Deck and see if I can't intentionally change the lights to... Alright, so I can return them to my usual state, which is why you see flickering behind me, and that is me controlling it through Philips Hue, not through Lumia Stream. But Lumia Stream took it back over, so I'm wondering if there is a way I can get them to play a bit nicer. That may just require a lot more research and a lot more watching tutorials, but this is where my head's been at for the last few nights. It's great. Yeah, reactions, I think, is where we're going to be a little more interesting. So we've got things like, this was one we kind of had in mind, the police effect. Oh god, I feel like every god-awful gamer stereotype at this point. That is terrifying. I can't read that, but I'm a little curious as to see what it does. I'm disappointed. I just turned it off. No, we're not doing that one. Just on principle. Cumpleaños flamenco. In case you hear the lights at my desk, I can see this flashing around too. It is, this is a bit obnoxious. Are we going to go back? Then I have my lights back. That's better. I was say, sweet Jesus, that was a bit much. Alright, this is going to take us some time to get right. The bigger thing is going back 2 scenes here. It'll be, so I think snow was their default. Does not appear to be doing anything at this time. So that doesn't do anything for us there. So we're going to try making one at least. So these are the lights I've then labeled in the Hue ecosystem. Desk light 1 and 2 are the 2 at the lowest sides of my desk. Paper lantern right and left. Floor bamboo is back to it's my left here, and the rack front lights are over here. I'll just rename it to rack, but that'll be a Philips Hue issue, not so much here. The living scene, so looking at moving through multiple slots, I suppose. Transition time, move, bounce, and random. Might just have to see what these different effects will do. So because in the other scene I built earlier, this one was... I had different slots, they were all simultaneous. This wasn't, you know, bouncing through multiple slots here. The idea is I wanted to have a little bit of variance in how I've colored the lights. If Lumia Stream decides to try to limit us to just one color for all of the lights, I will be a bit more concerned and may have to rethink how I've got this structured here, but... Reaction test 1. Let's start with... these here. So we go brightness down to about, not just type it in, 15 seems to be our sweet spot. And I'm curious as to how. So let's... yeah, we're just going to come up with a few test colors to circle through. Duration, 1 second. And StreamerBot's connection to this one has been a little finicky as well, which is concerning, because StreamerBot is what I run a lot of my other functions off of. So it's just the paper lanterns. Just do pure color temperature as well. So I want to see if... go 5 seconds. Transition, we'll say 2 seconds. start to transition its way over. All right, that's a little bit better. So I guess for the police effect, we could kind of set our own brightness here. Actually, I wonder if... Okay, let's... Next this, I do have an idea now. Talked about making an alarm, so let's go for... red. Black, transition. 1 second, duration. 2 seconds. Type move. So let's test that. Oh, I need to add, oh, I should have lanterns here. Okay, let's expand that a bit more, adding desk lights 1 and 2. Alright, so this is where it's gonna get... I think I have the answer, and I'm sincerely hoping I'm wrong. I'm wondering if to maintain different levels of brightness, different colors, and that much nuance for each of these lights, I'm gonna have to do... Either I'm gonna have to cut a few lights out, which isn't the end of the world, or I'd have to basically create collections of scenes based on each cluster of lights. The desk versus the paper lanterns versus the rack and the bamboo light there. And sync all of them to the same reactions, which, if you ever wonder, does Brandon care about us? Does he really care for his audience? I do this. So take that as a yes. Alright, this is gonna be a time sink. Worth it, absolutely. This is something I've been wanting to do for almost as long as we've had this channel going consistently, which is almost a year. But man, this is gonna be Alright, we'll try upping the brightness to, because it's supposed to be more of an alarm. I'm checking the desk light here as well. It'd just be good to set alerts for me to, let's try 0.5. And let's back that to 1 second as well. So I want to up the pace just a little bit. I think it's about the cadence we want. Now it's just getting the rest of the effects together is going to be the real kicker. I try upping the brightness to 75 just for shits and grins. That's not bad. For I've literally thrown it together, and I certainly didn't have a drink before I started stream. Wouldn't be me. Because this is kind of the effect I had in mind for, like if someone raids, and we've had that happen a few times recently, there to be some type of fun interaction when people do get here for that. I don't think it's going to get on my nerves. I'd like to make the desk lights brighter and paper lanterns a little more dimmed, where it's more nuanced than what you're seeing right now. And I think I have the answer. I'm just concerned as to how much of a pain in the ass it's going to be. Oh boy. also a good chance to kind of check, see what the other effects do while we're here. So going from move to bounce. Random, I think it'll just kind of jump between the two, which is not super helpful. So I think move is probably going to be the way to go here. Yeah, I just wish, because living scene appears to do that. I think we're going to call this one done for now. But we go back to the stream default. We're going to kick that one back to test here. If living scene turned off, I don't want these cycling through. These are spaced out by the lights at specific individual values, and that's the granular level control I want to have for this. Almost makes me think I should go and add at least 2 of the overhead lights here, so if not 3 of the overhead lights. One of the 4 track lights above me does serve as the rim light, so that is part of the actual camera lighting behind me to complement the 2 in front. So any light but that one in theory is free game, and the rack one's kind of a gimme because you guys can't really see it. Not on camera. I'd have to move the camera further back for you guys to really get a better view of it. I don't think it's worth that much necessarily, but it does beg. Instead of those 2 being sort of beacon alert lights, it's like, do you want it to be just the 2 distinct lanterns showing off the alarms, or would it be like a wash of red against the wall there, which we could do because there are 2 of those BR30, or think sort of floodlight bulbs, for those who don't speak light bulb, facing that direction. If you're wondering, what do you mean, like, who's nerd enough to talk about civic light bulbs? Work in a Home Depot electrical department for a year. You'll have that conversation daily. Most fucked up part was it was like a nurse came in at like 6 in the morning, like as we're opening. It's like, hey, I came here for light bulbs. Like, why? It's 6 a.m. Who wants the lights on at 6 a.m.? It's awful. I didn't get to say that, I was just thinking it very loudly. Alright, but this is what we're going to be toying with in the future. I don't know that I'm going to have much... I didn't change anything. Alright, we'll leave it on there for now. We could kind of peruse more interesting effects. Flag. I do like all the pride flags in here, though. Good on the community for getting ahead of things on lighting. A Miami Vice light, there we go. The UK, WB, gun. Disco, it's kind of an interesting way to go. Alright, police scene, but specifically by Lumia Stream. Let's try this real quick. That's just a static scene. That's not as exciting as I was thinking. Smooth rainbow. Is it going to transition, or are we just getting more static scenes? Popular Star Wars. Color choices aren't bad. Those are pretty approximate lightsaber colors there. But nothing that really... You guys may have picked up on now, we don't really like to go the route of... God, that is just disproportionately bright. We don't like to go the route of the stereotypical super gamer RGB with things here. So trying to like get some light interaction fun and some degree of color for you guys. You have more ways to interact. Next one's going to be for... Oh dear God. Interactions, animations, themes. Where was... I think it's alerts. Okay, so we're gonna try to add one in here and we'll leave this running to see if anything happens. Then let's go for raid. And viewers 0, just oh, apparently Lumia Stream has a base alert for raids. Only variation to activate the base alert will be ignored. That will only trigger variation conditions fulfilled. Oh, so we might have to do upgrade the premium to use the feature customize alerts for every scenario. Allow you to specify conditions for unique experience. Have different alerts for raids of different sizes. Okay, we might not need to do that. Let me see if I can. Alert actions. Code. We're gonna go for lights. Nope. Duration 4 seconds. Delay 0 seconds. I might up the duration to, like, say, it's not super. Let's go 7 seconds just to. Permanent default cannot be used for reactions. Dynamic default cannot be used for reactions. Buildups. Let's save. Can I change? That's what we're gonna do. Specific options. Duration, delay. It's not. All right, this may have to be a I need to do more reading as we go, because this is going to be a very boring ass stream for you guys. Probably not the most entertaining stream to start off with here. So Lumia. But this is kind of the baseline of what we are working on next here, and that is I need to see if I can do some of these without going per. If I do need to, I think it's $5 a month, and technically what we already do make off revenue within Twitch would cover that, so it really would be no skin off my back. Control center. Oh, it's a nice simple control for each of these. But yeah, for now we're gonna go ahead and shut down Lumia Stream, and we'll rely on our regular lighting. And I'm gonna kick Hue back to our normal lighting. There we go. But yeah, this is what I've been cooking for really just the last several hours today. And close Twitch down. We want to check on what the hell the ads were doing, and we're gonna go ahead and jump into that's right, I turned everything off earlier. Need all of that. And who all is online? We'll find out in a minute who's online. I'll get Discord running as well. But yeah, that is the little run of like what my productivity tends to look like. Well, what passes productivity here. On that one, let's go ahead and also update the stream info real quick. Just show we're now in Destiny 2. YouTube, update all. And I don't hear the game. Make sure you guys are getting the desktop audio is Nope. That is not right, so you guys are getting desktop audio. I'm gonna put us to a break screen and we'll be right back, so I need to make sure this is actually functioning. Alright, everything should be back and working now. Looks like. Yes. Yeah, for whatever reason, it hasn't happened in a long damn while, and this is what I mean by adding a bunch of new moving pieces has been a little chaotic. For whatever, every now and again, the computer likes to forget that my actual DAC is plugged in, so I have to go turn it off, turn it back on. With the old version of the DAC, which we got rid of, I've sold to a very nice gentleman on Facebook Marketplace recently. He seems super excited. I hope he's getting a lot of use out of it. That one did not have a power on or off button. It was just unplug it and plug it back in. This one, at least because it's a power button, it's a little more convenient. I have to fish my hand back there for the USB cable, but we're gonna go ahead see who the hell is online right now. Constance here, but they are doing a Grasp of Avarice run. Not any of the folks I typically play with. I could see if Show feels like joining for shits and grins. That's why I know more through Marathon. Let's see what they're up to. Just in orbit. For the life of me, I don't remember where I met the Prostate Prospector. It would not shock if it were in PvP, but they're doing a raid right now, which good for them. We are going to go for just new in the news here, Victor Mayhem. Never actually got to the heavy metal playlist there, but let's just shake it off some sixes because it's been a day and I haven't gotten to actually game in a minute. Oh, shit, I almost forgot to check. Did I get to hang on to... Still there. So there was a bug that our friend Constant went and told us about. We were farming this for a bit Sunday night, which I had to do a quest I've been blowing off since 2018. We're not going to get too far into that. So I could farm it. But basically, you need to have an exotic bow quest done to go and farm these things, which let you reroll the masterwork stat on any given weapon. So I have these options here. This weapon I've already done it too. It had like reload speed or some garbage master I didn't really care for. We changed it to range. It's been performing great. This is one of the new tier 5s I was able to farm through shacks with some of the crucible engrams. I haven't had a need to change the masterwork elsewhere so far. But the idea there is if you have a role that's otherwise, you know, the rest of the perks on it are perfect, except this one here gives you a chance to change it. But the fact that we could get an item to drop that would do that was actually a bug, not a feature, and Bungie patched out the method in which we could farm that item yesterday. So we were trying to stress a bit of a Sunday night for stream, went and did the quest with our good buddy Recon, and I was able to farm a few and tested one out Monday night after D&D, so I'm not going to go into how late I stayed up to farm a few more out with the guys there. Recon and our buddy Orpheus also a few, which I think me and Recon got our respective counts back up to, I think we had 2 or 3 each, and we got ourselves back to 5 each. When Orpheus joined he had 0. He did 6 runs with us. He got one every single time, which was bullshit. But yeah, we were a little concerned, and our friend Constant was, they confirmed for us they were just patching the farming method, not pulling these out of our inventory, which is awesome because it means, in the future, if we get a potential god roll weapon somewhere that just barely, like that one stat needed to be changed, we have the option to correct it and make it, essentially perfect. So it's a nice option to have, and even just the 5, it's not a whole lot, like, it's enough. That's more than enough if you're that concerned about getting a roll perfect. So there's no one I really recognize in here. Okay, I don't know how I feel about that. I think Nidoking is washed. The commentary kind of go on, depending on which Jesus. Got some high kill counts on my weapons, but not 14, almost 15k. I'd say, because Nidoking was the nuclear option back in Gen 1 for Pokemon, so I'm like, in what generational context are we referring to here? But with the 1994 Ford Taurus, how could we lose? If anyone's listening to this without context, they'd be like, what kind of drugs is he on? Apparently, both sides just ran straight to Zone B. I'm blue, it's right there. Yeah, alright, team. The teammates got him. I'm okay with that.
Zone A captured. Zone advantage is yours. Zone C lost.
Okay, that's teammate. I thought I heard someone else over there.
Enemy claims Zone C. What can stop you if you fight together? Nothing.
So far, ironically, the only thing to break, despite the stream title, has been not to do with streaming itself, as far as I can tell. It was just... It wasn't even breaking, just the DAC decided it did not want to play nice.
Double down.
Thank you, teammates. Whoa.
A hunter like you with the red jack.
Oh. Alright, I'm gonna go say hello to that person, because I'm not thrilled with them just kind of camping a spot there.
Zone B captured. You have zone advantage. You're in the lead.
Okay, let's go say hello. I thought I cleared the building. That was not my cleanest moment, but
Zone C.
we took someone else along for the ride. I suppose it could have turned out worse. Okay, the blueberry's checking for something. It's close though. It's a close match so far.
Zone B lost.
Okay, I need a little greedy and go for supplies here. There's one. Oh, that was a little too close. Oh.
Zone C captured. You have advantage. Hunters like you blaze a path for the rest of them. Zone A lost.
It's too many. Ah! It's like, Jesus, they're just a damned acre of them.
Zone B captured. You have advantage. Zone C lost. Shut the enemy down. Five minutes remaining. Zone B lost. Your enemy
Nice.
has a power play.
Ow.
You captured Zone C. Your enemy
Nice.
can't kill if they're dead. This is wonderful.
Right underneath you.
Zone A captured. You have zone advantage.
I didn't think he got me. I thought that was someone else who would have pulled that one.
Zone C lost. Zone C captured. You have zone advantage. Double down.
Ooh, that was crispy. That was nice.
Zone A lost. You captured Zone B. You have zone advantage.
Still got any ways. All right. And we're moving. A lead, a brief lead, but a lead.
And this battle is yours. That's a power play. You took them. Now hold. Zone B lost.
None of that. Nope. We need to hold those zones. We've been struggling with.
Zone A lost. Zone B captured. You have zone advantage.
How the fuck when you're tethered? How? That should have been an easy kill. And he's marked. That helps me a little bit, but still. Quite have the shot. I mean, we can win. You just need to not let them do dumb things to us.
Zone B lost. Zone A captured. You have advantage.
Damn. Faced by one ult, and then just two more in there. It's winnable. We just have to actually hold the damn zones down.
Zone C lost. Zone B captured.
Traded.
Zone advantage.
I do not like how close this match is. It's a good, like, solid match. I'm just like, it is nothing resembling a comfortable lead. Ah, don't hold me against that.
1 minute. You have this. Double down. Zone C captured. You have zone
Damn it. This is so close to the end here.
advantage. 30 seconds stand between you and victory.
Got him. One teammate. There we go. Holy hell. That was a good match. That was close. No.
You fight like a demon for these zones.
That's it. Making me work for it. Game
More
one.
like you.
Bullet beyond and our forward turret. But alright, I guess they all just dipped. Well, it makes the endorsements easier if I've only got 3 teammates left who stayed. Yeah, for a first match, not bad. The Raging Bullet, only hell, that dude put in work. I disagree that Nidoking is washed, though I very much enjoy Nidoking. Grant, I was starting to replay Fire Red when they did the relaunch into Switch 2, and for a few sessions straight, I did not do maximum amount of money to do the, because I didn't realize the whole Nugget Bridge money farm. I did not hear about it until they re-released them for the Switch 2, and it came up in a few articles, like, that's a thing? Like, oh. But because I'm apparently a masochist, I decided, alright, I'm going to try my damnedest to do something resembling EV training for my party from the start, which anyone who knows what EV training consists of in the older games is probably wondering why. Because I kind of can, but shit got hokey. It's still hokey. I think I'm 2 or 3 badges in still. I'm definitely past Cerulean. I just want to play the game eventually, but essentially I was choosing my Pokemon for each battle less based on type advantage and more on, okay, look up that one has, like, okay, which one needs the EVs for this? And the amount of times I had reset just to, or soft reset just to make sure a Pokemon was not getting the wrong EVs, or... This is one thing as much like, oh, like the modern ones are too easy, like... I'd say the line is like giving us the option, at minimum with the berries, to correct EVs or get rid of disadvantageous ones. I think that's the good balancing point of just fair. Let me see if I can guess. I felt like I got a little bit stuttering on my end. It could be just the amount of extra stuff I am currently running. See if I just disabling my previews in OBS, see if that doesn't, that's another thing we're trying to see if it breaks or not. So I am trying to stress the system a little bit is, again, some of the backend changes. Technically, we're running a completely separate encode for the YouTube feed versus my Twitch and Kick ones. Same quality. Don't get me in trouble with the powers that be there. Are we mid-match? No, it's like start of the match. Okay, we're good. Not my favorite map. But no, I think it's an older helmet, not the one I'm thinking of. But seeing if running a completely separate, technically 2 separate encodes, because I do have another one going for Adam's vertical canvas as well. So it's how many things can I smoothly run without stuff breaking? I prefer, much like 2 Trailer Park Girls, to go around the outside for this map. Oh, I'm guessing a 3-stack just saw this map and dipped, which, look, I don't like this map particularly. It's, I said, this is no favorite of mine, but I don't know that I'd quit a match over it. Like, okay, disjunction, or as we know it, dysfunction, sure, I kinda get it. I still don't like the idea of, you know, leaving the match outright, and I think the architecture changes have made it better, but it seems a bit much for... I think outright dipping, especially when you are, as a 3-stack, that is literally half your team for this lobby. That is a little excessive.
You captured Zone C. Power play. Keep the pressure on.
Should we stay with the team and see where people eventually spawn in? So they've only gotten 1 more player, which this is not unheard of. I've definitely had some matches where I played a man down and we just never got a replacement. We just stayed with 5 players on 6.
Zone C locked. Oh, I can't wait to see what you do with that.
Get them. Okay, they have 5. And she's gradually filling. They just wedged in there like ticks.
You captured Zone C. Perfect. Keep the pressure on.
At this point, especially if people are still kind of spawning into the match, there's a degree of... Sorry, bud. That was mean on my part.
Zone C.
Jesus. I'm wondering why you're still playing objective. What's the point if you're that many people up? It's like it's not going to be an entertaining match. I'd rather just get this one over faster and move on to an actual match, not where other teams working uphill with, you know, half the manpower to start. But maybe that's just me. It's funny that teabag, well, it can be a taunt for those of you well versed in online games here. I know in Marathon in particular, it winds up being the sign of, hey, friendly, don't shoot. We're nice over here.
I need a hunter like you with the red jacks. What can stop you if you fight together? Nothing.
Oh, was that the Bacchus melee build?
I've seen enough. I'm calling this one.
I'm wondering, so there's supposed to be a build that we're hoping is a bug that gets patched in the last few, you know, bug patches Bungie throws out.
Victory well executed.
But I guess the arc buff with Mask of Bacchus lets you one-shot melee people when running Arc Strider, which is concerning because that would be
Lesson in territory control.
really busted if that's allowed to persist. That's... okay, not quite perfect. That's not bad. If this had snapshot, that'd be worth hanging on to. But as it sits, I'm just going to throw that onto the favorite sniper. I don't think I even looked at what rolls I had. These are just random weapon drops from when we were farming out the Masterwork re-rollers. Full court. Actually, full impulse amplifier. Augmented drum and hard launch. That's not terrible. Actually, Spike Nade would have been better. That's what we're missing here. So there was a point in time where grenade launchers were the go-to DPS weapon. The impulse amplifier I'd be fine with. Aggregate charge could be interesting. I think volatile launch, spike nades, impulse amplifier, maybe full court. Depending on how far you are from the boss for DPS. As full court is basically additional damage the farther you are away from the target. Yeah, but some of these can definitely go though. Yeah, from what I gather, the catalyst for truth is supposed to be busted, though. Not just for PvP, but PvE as well, which is interesting. file. I feel like I asked Show if they stream, and I don't think he does. Would be curious to check though. So who send me a DM? Tell me this isn't just a notification within Discord. Make it look like I had a message. Like, who's shooting me messages now? Nope, it's just Discord's stupid ads, which we have stopped supporting. We'll keep Discord here off to just in case we have friends join up in a bit. I don't know what the guys have been doing. I know this weekend we planned on getting a few things in. Users. Still no one I know here. I said most of my clanmates are playing more PvE right now. I will say, myself, Evo, and Orpheus did go and do a little bit of comp as the three of us, which used to be our old team for the longest time for things like comp and trials, literally years ago, and little rusty. Quantum Rizix. I'll admit I like that one. It's me. Do it. No names ringing a bell though. Every now and then you find one of your buddies in these lobbies like, I know you, but not lately. Which could be just because we actually have more of a player population right now, as it's been comparatively dead. Well, up until the most recent update and kind of leading up to. Not a bad start. Ambitious, but no. As long as they don't get us, my priority. Just don't want the enemy team getting heavy is the thing. There's one of the smoke bombs there just to fuck with their radars. That is a...
Fire team that fights together stays together.
That was not my smoothest approach.
Zone B lost. Zone B captured. You have zone advantage.
Ah, I thought we had that one. Could be worse.
Zone B lost.
Bring around the Rosie with his own.
Five minutes left. Keep it up. You have zone advantage. I need a hunter like you with the red jack. Double down. Zone C lost. Double down.
Nice.
Zone A captured.
Let's say I finished the line up that way. Might as well make the most of it.
Zone B lost.
A little off. We're doing okay. Alright, back up, back up. So make, just have to be cognizant of that when we're moving. Ah. Okay, that was a bit of an ego challenge on my part. I should not have gone for a no-scope instead of actual primary. But can't go super serious all the time.
Hold strong, and this battle is yours. Shut the enemy down.
Okay, Blueberry backed us up. That was not my cleanest, but it's closer now. Gotta back to controlling the zones properly.
Zone A lost. Zone B captured. You have advantage.
Ah! Alright, Blueberry, you got that. All you. Playing a little potato with this game.
One final push and victory is
Interesting. Oh, Devil's Ruin. I haven't seen that in a minute. It's not worth hanging in for that. Especially when we got, what, 2 kills left? Nice. Little jittery, but it's also Destiny. Our servers are questionable at best on the best of days.
1 minute. You have this. I could not
But that's game.
ask for a better victory.
Pretty even match, though.
Your victory gives the
What do we have from the rewards pass? Oh, been wanting that one. Who joined? Highest and I saw a bit. One of the more memorable ones out of that ones. I don't know why I'd call himself trash, but also self-deprecating humor for the win. Let's see. Nope. Anything good? Try not to explode the damn drink all over the desk, but also God knows I need caffeine. It's been a... I feel like it hasn't even been that much of a... It's been a productive day, but it just feels like it's been a week and it really shouldn't at this point. Alright. Let's see, one more control match, and maybe we will then dive into some SRL. That's the other thing, I'm still checking my friends list. There's, unless it's the core, and I'd say it's a roster of 10 people or less that I can probably recognize on site. Yeah, I'm close to 15 or 20. So expanding out to old clan members. A lot of folks I'm thinking here now are folks I can't tell if I met them in Destiny ages ago in like comp when we were looking for more folks to play with, or if I met them in Marathon and didn't wind up teaming up with them again. Because they're all considered Bungie friends, same publisher, that's still separate list. I'm not overly fond of that list as well because of 2 reasons. One, it's just another layer of on top of like your clanmates and your Steam friends list. I get for crossplay it makes some sense. There's some merit to it, but 2, there's not really a way. Well, you can show yourself as offline for Destiny. You can't. Sorry, you can show yourself offline for Steam. You cannot show yourself offline for Destiny. So I had a thing for like it's running gag. I always show up offline or invisible. And part of that, so if I just wanted to like do solo comp runs, like grinds, so just mindlessly like listen to music or an anime or something in the background and just watch, or just like do some mindless grinding and not actually be social at that moment. I still show up on people's Bungie list is online. It's like, Bungie, we need an option here. Which threw a Reddit post a while ago. Like, it's like, I'm fine telling people no. It could be just I don't feel like being bothered. Thought I had that shut. Not our bestie. Okay, someone clean that up. Questions they... Okay, pop up here. There we go, just had to be a little patient. Good things come to those who wait and all that bullshit. Nope. There's always one more. We were doing some cutesy shit there for a moment, but we got caught slacking. Without getting shot from the middle. Let's go back up the blueberry. See if I can grab C real quick.
Zone B lost.
Let's go back up the team at heavy. I thought those were teammates. That was not my brightest moment. I could have sworn I had teammates on top of that zone. I thought those are gotta be my guys up there. I was like, nope. I was fucking mistaken. Okay, they've got that. No. You capped the damn zone, man. That's why they're catching us, is because we're not playing the damned objective, and I don't want to sit here and babysit a damn zone. I'm surprised the melee whiff too. Like the no scope, alright. That was ambitious, but the melee whiffing I'm a little less than enthused about. Let's go back from here so we're not challenging through a kill box. It's a few too many for little old me. Nope. No. Oh, Jesus, that dude is just stuttering through the air. Oh, this is going downhill fast. Always one more. Literally cleared half the team and one more pops up, but that's how it goes. It's probably their Dawnblade with our luck. I could clean up Blueberry. Okay, we're a little more behind that zone, but
Zone B lost. You captured Zone C. Zone advantage is yours. Zone A lost.
oh, I might have avoided that one, but yes, so well. We're here. Shit. And there's 3 of them. No 3 stacks. It could be one person rolling.
They've almost won.
That seems. Yeah, he's just sitting there farming a spawn.
Power play. Get those zones back.
He's sitting right on the point, I guess, where it wouldn't. Strictly speaking, what the fuck? Yeah, if that was a fucking wash.
Fight again.
Oh well.
To hold those zones.
Not our best, not our worst.
Guardian.
I didn't even check our reverse this week what we've got here. Stoppable party mechanism grasps. I don't know what set this is from. Oh, this is a unique one to go with Radiant Dance Machines. That I'm actually curious about. We're absolutely grabbing that. I want to make many Bioshock Infinite jokes off of the name. I'm surprised I don't have the ornament actually. I thought this was like D2 year 1 if I remember correctly. That one's pretty damned old. Okay, we're gonna go check the tower after that though. Anything good? Not really. Curious to see how that one affects with... Actually, if that ornament will do what I'm hoping it does to the Radiant Dance Machines, I am kind of curious to see what happens with it. If anything decent kicking around, probably just... I almost wish I could turn down the number of drops I have for Jam Crucible Sniper, because there are too many. Vorpal... At this point, if it is not a perfect roll, I'm kind of scrapping it. Just not worth hanging on to him otherwise. That's close. It's pretty damn close. That one I've hung on to for a reason, clearly. Some Fractithus rolls I need to go through or send to the vault. Vulpecula we've covered. I'm not overly fond of the model for Vulpecula. It's just visually does not do it for me. Just kind of saved him there as infusion material at this point. Just thought I had a Radiant Dance Machines build kicking around here for potential play with Last Word. But what happens if we throw on... You'd think they'd be near the top here. Sounds like the Kabbalah's mouth sectioning the microphone over there. It doesn't look bad. I was kind of hoping they'd glow green around like the Radiant Dance Machines do, so you've got a matching, you know, arm and leg there. But, no dice. But I kind of figure, I think one maybe farming out some comp armor, because if I can get the comp armor bonus on the remaining 4 pieces, that could theoretically make up for the movement bonuses from Stompies, meaning I don't have to run Stompies anymore. I could have sworn there's something to do with the 9 over here, or am I just losing it? Losing it is in fact a possibility here.
What do you see?
Super class could be worse. Might workshop this one just a bit. Was it not just up here? I think it was just... There we go. Throw that with favorites. Probably work on the transmog just a bit. Also something I've spent, kind of like our work in Lumia stream and OBS, just we've all spent a ridiculous amount of time working on transmog for character because we can. That's not terrible. Have to rework the shader a bit, but it could be worse. Just the head thing is just a bit too much. It's a little bit much there. Some of the covert rangers. Gosh, that's not that bad. I'm gonna go back that route. I need to go change the helmet back out again. That, or just swap the chest piece off here with something. I'm thinking of one for the life of me, it's not coming to mind. It's closer, but not quite. Maybe. That looks a bit excessive. Alright, where? Also, it worked better for the original chess piece there. Yeah, the big belt attachment on the assassin bit from Marathon is not doing it for me either. It's the Grievous one. They're looking to go that direction. You want to keep that. I'm still a little bummed that the gloves did not change with it, though. The arms did not take on the green glow as well. Let's find something that matches it and we should be good. For now. Will have to be subject to change in the future. That's too much. It's way too much. Also feels like too much. Oh, we had some better in between. Fog Reach, good kind. Feels like hat in the hat with the glowing leg bits there. Same they need like the majorly dynamic visual effects. That doesn't look terrible. That could work. I'll change the cloak out. That's not really doing it for me, but other than that, it's not too bad. And the helmet might need to get swapped out as well. Because that contrasts a bit with the rest of it, or is that just me? That's some interesting combination there, though. No. See, again, the whole glowing red skull thing just seems like a bit much given the legs are... does not work together. That's what's throwing me there. Same with the glowing red tab there. It's like it's... No, no, no. Almost works better. If I transmog into the tower is glitching hard though. Which one was the... There was a specific set for the Solar Hunter. I swear we had that armor set kicking around. Which one was the helmet for it though? Sun's Apex. Maybe? It was weird adding that on top of the Radiant Dance machines though. It's the... Yeah, and that color's not going to change. Which one was the... We had, not quite. Not last discipline, it was, I swear it was like a Scion-themed Helmer Sign Inspector. There we go. Sonic Stalker Mask. Still not quite doing it for me. I don't know, that's... Like, if the color or the holographic portion of Radiant Dance Machines changed with the rest of it, easy. Be a lot simpler. Because it doesn't, it's... I feel like it's a little trickier to get it to match with something cohesive, especially when nothing else seems to want to match quite with the green there. Yeah, we'll try that for now. Just the overly fun, I'm pouring everything into last word version, but if I can get the newer comp armor going, that would let us do some kooky stuff, keeping all of our original movement, plus the full effect of Radiant Dance Machines, might increase airborne effectiveness, nip fire, mobility, range, and accuracy of weapons that use primary ammo just across the board. So it's already just a blanket buff for weapons like the last word, which is entirely hip fire, or mostly hip fire. Technically you can aim it, just it's detrimental to do so. But final blows returning dodge energy, which can overflow to create additional charges, is a whole nother thing. That means I can spam regular invisibility a good bit, or do things like radiant more frequently, which I think would be more fun on Gunslinger. Oh, someone spawned the big traveler ball. Alright. How many... I do have a few marks kicking around here I didn't realize I had. It's already owned. This thing, I don't care for most of the exotic ghosts kicking around right now. Sacrifices raids, which... You know, a few of the claimers I'm talking about, like doing some of the old raids, some of them I've either skipped over, just hadn't really paid attention to before. So it's on the agenda. I don't know how much of this I would actually use. At this point, it's just kind of collecting just because. The Chia pet shell, for all I can tell. They have devotion, which is this. This is the SRL stuff, which we might start working on. I may try a round of SRL with mouse and keyboard, but talking to our buddy Evo, even he's like, yeah, I had to switch back to controller for that one, which I am definitely considering doing the same just for SRL here. Quests. What was this for specifically? Alright, let's do a few comp matches though, see if we can't get a little more towards actually getting the comp armor we want. Just want enough to be able to farm it is the idea. If we can get, because theoretically if we can get one drop of each the armor piece, we have the cloak. Let's start. So the build we have in mind with Radiant Dance Machines, we need to find the head, chest, and arms. Legs, once again, seems we're fine without. But I'd like to be able to actually deterministically farm those pieces from shacks. I just need to get a drop of the originals first at random, and that has not been super kind. Oh. Alright, straightforward 3-on-3 clash. Back around that. To the peak. Nope. Ah, they both came around there. Yeah, I gotta figure out where my team is going. Not with each other, that's for damn sure. Dude, don't 1v3. Ooh. Come on, guys. That's all right. Like if you're that weak. Okay, I'm a little surprised if he bounced it off the wall, he didn't manage to dig himself with it. That is a... Oh, good shit, Blueberry. Oh! Jesus. And Vex is nuts right now. Alright, are we ready to play together and not run dick first into enemy fire? get around the goddamn corner, too. Okay, Blueberry managed to pick one up. I'm guessing with a Guys. Damn it. Blueberry should have been one. Just finish the dude. I don't know how that was not an outright kill, but okay, we're not a complete lost cause. Get in there, actually.
You have my respect.
I should have waited for him to come to me. It's not the best push.
The enemy's almost won.
I'm playing like ass. That is entirely on me for missing that one. Dude, what the? Alright, that I'm not even putting on me or the Blueberry. That was shenanigans were at play. How was that Ugandan Wi-Fi? Just drop my super there, and it's a lost cause of a match.
That shut them down. Rise from this loss
Lovely.
and fight again.
Got ciphers at least, but no actual drops.
They defeated you, but there will be other battles.
It was a bit one-sided. Hey, General, how's it going? It has been a slow night. It's over here. Yeah, I missed it earlier. We were toying with some of the joys of trying to get Lumia stream running so I can give you guys more to kind of interact with here in the background. Namely doing things like changing colors on the lanterns and a few other auxiliary lights around me. And having the lights kind of react to some things like people joining or getting raided and whatnot. So it's maybe the first 45 minutes or so of stream, which I think is going to be cool. But the more I dive into it, the more I'm finding it's going to be some work. Oh, oh, hello.
Hello there.
Also, we're on stream right now, so Just giving you a heads up that they can hear everything you say. It's great.
I call them pussies? Great.
I did joke in Marathon that is the dream, is that as someone yells mean things in voice chat after we down them, that is the dream that my cat jumps up and yells into the mic and I can say my cat has called you that. But he came close. He, at least to give the cat credit, he did not jump on my desk during a team fight. He almost did. He was on another fixture off the side here. He was like, buddy, you just need you to wait like 2 minutes. 2 minutes, you can hop over here. It's not mid-fight, is all I'm asking. Yeah, man, how's it going?
Oh, okay.
Let's see, do you feel like playing some Crucible?
Sure, why not?
Hey! It's always more fun with friends. Also, where the Fizzyduck are you in my... There you are. Yeah, but generally, what have you been getting up to? Playing more Destiny, just chilling. Anything new or unusual, or just good and relaxing? Like, normal and relaxing, perfectly good answer too. As there are days I'm like, I've had more than enough excitement to play off of here. And Greg, you good with competitive, or you want to go for sixes? Yeah, preference?
I comp.
So you do like comp?
I don't.
Oh, alright, we're not gonna do that one then.
I mean, if you want to take me into comp, I really don't care.
Eh. Alright, Solar Titan build, alright. That is... Our buddy Orpheus has, and Craig, you've probably seen this one already, he has his own Solar Titan build. He's like, hey guys, I'm a Warlock, and he has the Wizard Titan armor on. Like...
Okay.
Like, that's... I don't think that means what you think it means, buddy. But he's doing fun things, like whatever combination of Titan abilities or exotics. I'm not sure which one was doing this for him, because I all but never touch my Titan, admittedly. Where you can kind of spawn the multiple barricades around. I guess when they explode, just actually launch him. And if he angles it right, actually launch him pretty significantly into the air. It's like... So I'm certain he's going to try to work that into an entertaining clip somewhere in the future. Let's see. Craig, what are you rocking for build today? Ooh. Classic. Let's see. I've not seen the Sturm in a minute.
I like one of the old ones that like Sturm.
Nothing wrong with that, and it does look very much like Han Solo's gun, so it's style points alone, it's already there.
Unfortunately, that ornament sucks.
Is it one of the ornaments that just screws with a reticle in a way that's just not beneficial to you whatsoever?
I'll send you a screenshot of the reticle.
I'd say that wasn't a no.
For me personally, yes, it makes it kind of hard to see. But
And-
I'm sure other people like it better than the other ones.
I gotcha. It can be a large, like, personal preference thing as well. Like we were talking before, is like the big thing with sniper rifles. It's you'd have the best on-paper sniper. If for whatever reason it does not feel good to the user, it's a no-go. It's a lemon.
It's indeed a lemon.
You're looking through, it's like, maybe I'll find someone I recognize in these matches. Not really. There was a time, I think it's back when we were still on PlayStation, that managed to join, I think because there was an open spot in the lobby, but I wound up joining the match opposite of like a Jumpman and a few others. So it's like, oh, alright, let's go fight our friends for a minute here.
Fighting friends happens quite a bit.
Control.
I like the PMs, which are only the most polite of affairs, and we definitely don't shit-talk each other left and right the entire time. Wouldn't be us.
Nope.
But it's still one of my favorite PMs is still just me and Orpheus learning to play with mouse and keyboard after switching to PC. When someone you know, or I don't want to ask if that's where you're from specifically, because I try not to, you know, out people on location. But the I don't know if I've actually been to Arizona ever. Would love to go. That is one of the like back of mind. Would love to. Oh yeah, there are a few of them there.
Enemy claims Zone C. Zone A captured.
Let's see what the reticle looks like.
No, an Arizona Ranger did enter the chat. He's gonna be up here, it sounds like.
Enemy claims Zone B. Enemy has advantage.
No. Bad.
Have zone advantage.
I'm surprised they made away with that, given I missed the no-scope entirely. Nope. Thank you, blueberries, because I was not winning that fight otherwise.
Zone C is lost. Enemy has advantage.
Oh! Good shot. I'm surprised he got me at that angle, but... a hit's a hit, I suppose.
Zone A lost. Power play. Get those zones back.
Yeah, we need some zones back, though. Ah! Good idea, bad in practice. But yeah, sort of back in mind thing I would love to do is just pack my shit up into a camper van and disappear off the face of the earth and go just explore. Well, the entire... pretty much all of mainland, you know, North America.
Zone C lost. It's a power play. Get those zones back.
Use that finger.
I won. We need to capture zones, though, and no one seems to want to do that. Blueberry, no! Finish the zone! I believe in you. You can do it. You can sit still long enough to cap a zone.
C.
I have full faith.
Zone B captured. You have advantage.
It's on scout rifles, on scout rifles.
I'm a little surprised I got away with that one, given I was very weak.
Zone B lost.
Nice damage glitch. Unfortunate.
Ooh, God, it went from 0 to 3 of them right on me. Ah, they put me on the couch just now. I didn't even get paid.
You're so trash.
There were like copious amounts of notes I put together in Notion just on building out a camper van that you better believe would absolutely have a gaming PC and a fairly beefy mobile network built into it. It is quite heavily documented. Yep. I mean, it's after my ass.
I can't get a clean 1v1 solids against either heavy.
He
or
literally
fucking-
just chased me back to where I spawned and went for me too. That's just unfortunate.
Zone C captured. That's a power play. You took them. Now hold them. Your enemy can't kill if they're dead. They have advantage. 5 minutes.
Nice. And interesting.
Fucking capture zones. I can't get up a gunfight that isn't from across the map. And not against 6 different people.
Yeah, it's the landing and numbers games have not been kind. It also doesn't help that one of our guys appears to be AFK. And
They have advantage.
the concept of capturing zones is a little rough for us here.
Oh, cool. I got sword slashed when I was behind him.
It's all good. It's also 6s, so there's... I'll bet the pressure is borderline non-existent.
I've seen enough. I'm calling this one. Defeat comes for us all.
Stick on underwise to avoid the tether. Oh well. Not our best match.
I couldn't get a 1v1.
I had a few, but they were scarce. A lot of it was just pick one off and then run because like 3 of his friends were right behind him, but it happens. Oh, the Arizona man let me down though. No. Yeah, so what specifically? What kind of solar build, Titan build are we talking about here, though? Is it a We're talking more PvE or PvP? Is there a particular exotic you're trying to work in there, or a theme you're going after? Very nice. As I'm trying to be a little... The only PvE build I've done so far, since the last update, has been, essentially trying to work in the, Turncoat exotic hand cannon. Just that plus, Gerfalcons and the Queen's Foil sensor just to... Not Queen's Foil, it was the, no, Tablet of Ruin. All the Void Explosions, so it's more ad clear focused, but entertaining. And high DPS, ad clear, and I'm welcoming you to laugh at me for this one. So I don't know if you caught any of the Shatter Throne farm for the Masterwork reroll. Guess who has 2 thumbs and been blowing off the Wishender quest since it dropped? This guy. So some PvE that a few of our clanmates absolutely roasted me for putting off. Like, I'm not a bow person for the most part. Like, and how have you not gotten that done? I was like... So, had to do that so we could farm the Masterwork reroll items before the patch this Tuesday, and... yeah, many laughs for me having put that off for so long. That, and I need to clip this from last stream, but our buddy Evo did share the story of how I got a reputation in our old clan for, I'm gonna say being the most dedicated raider. Craig, you may know what I'm referring to, and you know that that statement was absolute bullshit on my part. Craig, were you there for that one, the Scourge of the Past raid I got Anarchy on? Were you there for that one?
Mm-mm.
So John was telling us this story, like, tail end of my last stream. Like, I need to clip this because it's just funny hearing him tell it more so. I was like, no, this motherfucker. We have it. Scourge the Past. We drag him in for like the last 2 encounters because I usually live in the Crucible. I don't play nearly as much PV unless there's something specific I want. So I'm like, alright, what do? You sit over here, you shoot ads, and we will call you over when we're ready to play musical chairs for the final boss encounter. Like, okay, I can do that, yeah. So we do that, we clear it, and this is before you could farm the raids every week. So it was, or repeatedly rather, it's just like one, I think it was 1 drop per character, if I remember correctly at the time. Or 1 chance to get Anarchy, being the raid exotic chase at the moment, because for a while that was the king of DPS. To this day, I still haven't done the entirety of Scourge the Past. Just those last 2 encounters, but they're checking after it. Alright, did anyone get it? Like, oh, I got Anarchy. There's like, son of a bitch. Literally just off of doing the last 2 encounters.
I just got ignited immediately.
I did see that.
I had no damage, no nothing, and I just got ignited and died.
Shot at my own teammate for a moment.
You captured Zone A. You have advantage.
He's going to the furry.
I feel like I've barely had eyes on anyone from the enemy team so far.
Zone B is captured. You have zone advantage.
Okay, he's doing that stuff.
Double down.
Nice.
Be careful of Bakros and melee.
Oh yeah, the Bakros melee thing. That is
Zone C captured. Zone
silly.
advantage is
No, I just did not get my 3rd shot off in time. Yeah, I had that happen to me once earlier, like, and I was almost more excited. I'm like, oh, that's that thing I've been reading about. Which I'm hoping is a bug and not a feature, because that is...
You captured Zone A. You have advantage.
Reload. Ah, it's always another one.
He had it.
Zone A lost.
Jesus. How? Alright, Craig, I know what solar ignition you're talking about now. That, I just got tagged by something. Not enough to kill, but the ignition stack enough was what eventually got me.
You captured Zone B. You have advantage. Zone C lost.
Should not have gone for the jump there. Like, it's a doable match, absolutely.
Zone A captured. Zone advantage is yours. Shut the enemy down. 2 for 1.
Ah!
Double down.
You thought Invis was gonna save you? Oh no.
Zone
That's
C
my
captured.
bullshit.
Power play. You took them. Now hold them.
There's the backwards dude, which I'm not overly fond of the idea of the builder just because it's, for the sound of things, it is a bug. It is not. I don't want to get a build together I know should be patched out in the near future. Alright, it's an angry pole dancer. I'm surprised he got right by the tether and nothing happened.
Get those zones back. Zone C captured.
Ah! Should have gone for primary instead of the ego challenge, but here we are.
You have advantage. Zone C lost. Don't let your enemy take this without the fight.
Too damn many.
I think one of them is either cheating or doing something that's a bug.
Yeah, this got to be even to just straight one-sided after a minute.
You have zone advantage. Zone B lost. Rise from this loss and fight again.
So Alloy, Frozen Orbit, a few Helmsmans.
Zones are your life, Guardian. Keep fighting. You'll get it.
We shouldn't be getting ignited by just one knife there.
I don't know what he's running. You recall which player actually had the ignition going?
Lord Sano.
Lord Soren?
Yeah, the top dude.
Ophidius Space? Wonder because, from what I gather, I'm checking the artifact he had on.
Artifacts are disabled in PvP.
I thought it was just the higher competitive modes like Comp and Trials.
Nope, they're all disabled. I think.
That'd be preferable, but there was some discussion of that one in the Crucible Guidebook subreddit, so there's a degree of like, maybe that could be it. I'm hoping it's not the case. I'd much rather they just turn the artifact off entirely for general PvP.
Char, Ashes, Torches, Sinjin. Go into PvP, or go into a private match real quick.
Yeah, sure, test that.
Char, Ashes, Torches, Sinjin. Char, Ashes, Torches, Sinjin. Char, Ashes, Torches, Sinjin.
Yeah, see if you can test the build.
Yeah. So, knock him down, crack shot, Ashes, Sinjing, Imperium, Torches. I just need
No.
Char.
Eclipse. Like 5-minute one.
Torches, Torches. Alright, I got it.
Alright, you good to go?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna see if we can figure out how this is happening. Is it? I'm pretty sure in the casual modes the artifact still works. I'm not personally running one. I can't say I really care to. It looks like it's disabled here, so again, I'm really hoping it doesn't apply. That'd just be nonsense, to say the least. Can I change the color of this? Well, not from that preview. Hey, our buddy Recon is on as well, though. Might see if he feels like doing some shenanigans as well. I said, not a super large agenda. Was grinding comp earlier. Well, in grinding comp, I played a few dismal matches. Just trying to get some of the comp armor because when I gather the mobility bonus from that and the 4-piece could essentially because Craig, if it's the player you were suggesting, you're just running Ophidia Spath, I'm just gonna run towards right here. But I don't think he hit me with the crack shot though.
He didn't. That's what I'm confused about.
So maybe someone else also tagged us with something, or could he have also tagged us with a grenade?
No, because I only had knives thrown at me.
I guess with Ophidia Spath you would have 2 to play with.
No, he only threw 1. I flicked too far to the left.
It's all good.
Trying to think if there's an armor set that gives increased scorch.
Oh, I didn't think about the additional armor set bonus. I just went for his exotic on habit. That's a good point.
Three Potent's Arc. Or no, Lumen Potent's Arc.
If there's an additional armor set bonus that could be doing it for him, that might be the case. So what I would like to do long term, if I can get a replacement, I said the comp armor set and putting that together should give me mobility bonus pretty close to Stompies. And especially since Stompies can no longer do the ceiling head bounce like it used to for movement across the map. I feel less obligated to run that one, so this would let me run something like Radiant Dance Machines just to do yeehaw fuck the law last word builds, but with similar mobility to Stompies, which would be dope. You want to throw a healing nade at me?
It didn't shoot. That's insane that it didn't shoot. Okay, game, now you're just pulling me. I shot you and the shot didn't go off.
But else, you might have gotten a chip off of me, but mostly I was trying to hug the walls and not give you a clean...
No, it literally did not go off. It was on your body and it clicked.
Nice shots. And yes, my dumbass did actually physically lean to the left. You can call me on that one. Wow, I whiffed like half my shots. I was with Radiant Dance Machines, and I want to say triple targeting. So it still feels like a lottery sometimes, or I might just need to better slow my shots. I feel like more of those should have been placed.
One minute left. You're leading.
Yay! Well, that answers the question of where did the Craig go? He's got a shiv!
30 seconds left. You're leading. Hold fast.
I couldn't move, by the way.
Say what?
It's all
That tiny tree stump that was under my foot, stopped me from moving.
Hold on, I want to try to replicate that. That's what you need to go do. I'm going to see if I can wedge myself in there now.
Like, I couldn't move.
Wait.
Yeah, you can't move.
Oh, can you jump? Well, I just can't really figure that out now, but...
Yeah, probably. Alright, back to normal PvP.
Indeed. Let's go.
I'll have
we
to
can-
look at armor sets and see what gives.
see if our buddy Recon would like to join as well. Actually, see what Constance's up to.
Kinetic.
The Elder Man appears to be in a raid. Oh,
Forward breaches.
did the Batman hop off? Let me see if I can... I'll invite the Mo people to... Let's make sure he's in Discord so we can hear his lovely speaking voice as well. Wait, were we not Discord friends? Actually, you know what? I suppose I don't actually add a lot of people on Discord. That actually makes... I just now saw your friend request there. It was
This
like...
is also a different account.
Oh, I was wondering why the name changed. I'm like, okay, the nickname change, that's par for the course. Hell, our clan leader likes to change our names for funsies. Hello.
Yo, losers! Sorry.
Sup,
I'm
thoughts?
Quite literally had to do a different name change. Or a new account.
Oh. Alright, I'm not going to force you to divulge that in the middle of a live stream. I'm not going to put you on spot there.
Pressure.
No, we're not doing that. Only when pressured is me. You guys are welcome to grill me left and right as you please. Yeah, you down for some just casual sixes? We're just messing about?
Sure.
What are you into? Or what have you been getting into, rather?
Well, I was helping a buddy out, Cameron. He was a guy who I played D2 with, like, I don't know, like 2 years ago, and he's back on with a couple of buddies. And
Nice.
help his buddy do a dungeon, and he says, if you want to help us out later on, I'm like, yeah, fine, whatever. I'll go play. I said, I'm going to go play with another buddy too. We'll play some PvP, so hit me up when you guys are done. He's like, all right, man.
Sounds good.
Just taking advantage of just doing all sorts of shit, dude. That's all I'm doing.
Oh, yeah. And if you checked your inventory, but confirmed, our masterwork changes are still there, so we're good.
Yeah. I checked it, dude. Don't worry about it.
That's one of the first things. As soon as I hopped, all right, we're going to hop into some details. Like, oh, wait, shit, no, I need to check that. I want to make sure it's still there.
Oh, man, I was so worried. I was like, don't.
I'm like, the theory is sound. We just got to make sure it actually stays.
Because I did get some, I do have a CP, by the way, Brandon, for Graphs of Avarice, and I know you want to have an Essaluna, so we can do that
Ooh.
eventually this week. I got
Appreciate
a couple of
that.
roles here, but I'm debating which one I want to try right fucking now, and I'm not too sure. Because I'll
Love
put
it.
that range masterwork on it, so it's like,
Speaking of the masterwork, General 2, you were doing, I think it was solo Shattered Throne before. Were you farming for the masterwork, like reroll? So I remember, I know you're doing a solo dungeon. I'm pretty sure you said it was Shattered Throne, if I remember correctly. Nor my memory for very random extraneous details is something like direction someone gave me to get to a room like 2 hallways over in an office building, gone. Almost immediately. Oddball media references for days. For some reason, those stick with me. I can probably recite half the lines the first few seasons of Archer. Yeah. So you or someone I remember in chat was like farming, like doing solo dungeon runs. I thought it was, I could have sworn it was Shattered Throne. Because I know Recon and I were farming that one just for the masterwork item while that method was still, you know, doable.
Brand's
Okay.
a cheeky guy, man. He loves the cheese.
That could be it. I tried to hip fire. I'm like, oh no, I'm not running last word anymore. Blueberry, come back. No! Blueberry's barricade just cock-blocked my shot.
Oh my god, I got stuck on the wall.
What can stop you if you fight?
I killed Parker! No! That could be Spider-Man for all we know. We don't want to be off in Spider-Man. A little bit closer.
Zone C lost.
Do we have new friends from this direction?
Zone A. You have zone advantage.
Apparently
What
not.
did that guy think he was gonna do? Like, literally.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I just thought there was one person. I don't understand, because I've run into a few where it's like, I can take the 1v1, I cannot take the 1v4.
They're coming by bottom.
That, I feel like I hit that shot, and I am a little miffed that did not go through. Alright, heavy's up. Did you? No, not a fellow Shrek fan. You just hopping off the cliff, man.
My god, man, I'm getting zoned by like ARs and shit. Nice. Shots though.
I'm surprised I'm this high up on our leaderboard, because I feel like I've not been seeing as much action as I should be at this point in the game.
Zone B captured. You have advantage. 2 for 1. Triple down.
Then again, moments like that kind of make up for it. And that.
Brandon's showing off again.
We had some rough matches, or like some close ones, one or two bad ones, and then just we're goofing.
You captured zone C. Power play. Keep the pressure on. Amazing.
Holy fuck, man. They're all down by C. 5 of them, man.
I see. Not by 8.
Yeah, bottom by the, yeah.
Ah, he went for the smoke. So always mess with the radar. I'd say the invis is one thing, and it's a lovely part of the Night Stalker toolkit, but the bigger one is radar manipulation with smoke bombs. That's the real killer.
Zone A captured. You have zone advantage.
I didn't help you there.
You good?
Blink.
Zone B lost. You captured zone C. You have advantage.
Nope. Invis is my thing. Nah. Bad. Mistakes were made.
Man, they are hanging all the way back there. Like, holy
It's
fuck.
good.
Man, these guys, like, literally, they're coming to A, man. Like, all of them are coming to A.
You have zone advantage.
Yeah, they're like holding each other's fucking pockets, dude.
Oh. I got all that super. It's an old me. I didn't feel like burning a tether just for that. I'm like, eh. Maybe like some team wiping play, that'd be one thing.
A strong start. Fight on. Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours.
He's solo, he's going towards me. No. Man, this is nice.
Oh. Good tether on their part. Got a tether inside B. Which I thought more of them were going to be on the inside, but I guess they were the outside by the time I got around to it. Greg, I'm coming for you, buddy. Nice, nice.
Oh, God. Our AR is that good?
Zone C lost. Power. Enemy has your zone. Together as one.
Someone clean that up. It was a weird
Zone A captured.
launch.
Zone B captured. You have
Oh my God. Man, these guys like fucking.
strong.
Oh,
This
these
battle
are weird.
is yours.
No. Don't let me do that to
That
you.
guy's so fucking low. I love you. There you go.
I don't know if I had a linear fusion or what, but you should not have let me get away with that 3-tap.
Yours. You captured zone
Can't you let me do that?
power play. Keep the pressure on. Zone A lost.
Had to come from me.
Again, it's that little hop occasionally gets me. That is deadly. For me, the dumbass who did it. Whoops.
Victory well executed.
Nice.
Hey, someone else had the comforts a fine feathered friend emote too. We love it. We love to see that. Wait, I didn't know you stream one. Thank you so much for hanging out. Always happy to see you too. I didn't know you were streaming also. Let me go follow you real quick. I am following you. Am I? Hold up. I'm checking here. Pretty sure I'm following you. No, but let me know when you stream. I would love to sit and watch.
I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna shut up.
Don't you make it dirty, Pat. Don't you do it. Swear.
I didn't say anything.
Friends like these. No, but great seeing you. You have a good one, and hopefully get to see the new Solar Titan build in action next time. I'll catch you later. I never receive out, so we can get more. Actually, I do want to try for the we call the helmet.
The helmet.
Oh yeah, because you can get some like unreleased we call Festival of the Lost ones, like the Ripper mask.
Oh,
Just basically
yeah.
Scream. What was the other one? Apparently I have a bunch of these I've not decided to pick up yet, so it would be neat to kind of fill in some of the gaps here. The Hollow Heart mask, just being a straight up skull, could be fun later. Yeah, a bunch of these I just really haven't touched. Light Ranger, Worm Crutch. Whisper of the Victor. I keep forgetting my postmaster's full. Should probably clear some stuff out here.
Damn, that's gonna hurt. Something's gonna get pushed out.
Ooh, I have to tune in for that one. Also, if you guys remind me, because I'm probably wrapping up the next 45 minutes to an hour or so, if you guys are still running, I'm trying to be better about remembering to actually raid people. Because
Gotcha.
I'm about to literally stick a post-it note to one of my monitors here, like just put a permanent plaque next to the webcam, like dumbass. Remember to raid.
Show your enemy this place belongs to you now. Take the zones.
I cannot see our buddy Constance's message because all the team chat joining kind of overrided it. Oh, nice shot.
Here with another bunker still coming.
Back up.
Nope, we do not want that.
Don't go down that zone, dude. Yeah, they're just fucking. They're just.
I got you, buddy. No, I killed FaZe Obama. No, we like Obama. No.
What can stop you if you fight together? Nothing.
Oh my god, dude. Seriously. That guy definitely eats crayons every day and every day. Watch it, Hemlock. Brandon on top. Shield back.
Hey! We can do it. We can survive.
Enemy claims zone B. They have advantage.
Rifle control.
Oh, and I got shouldered. Got shouldered hard. Alright. Sorry, Pat. I was mildly distracted because there was a bunch of stuff going on. I feel like I missed some crucial dialogue here.
No, man, they're just fucking baiting, man. They're, yeah. Good job. They're very aggressive.
I got heavy.
Can hold down that zone, dude. We'd be. Oh my god, dude.
I still wish you need to break out from the other angles then.
Oh my god, dude. This fucking Titan, dude. I just. If I don't get shield bash, I got rocketed. Let's go grab.
Nice, nice. Just
Thank you.
he's weak.
Oh, fucking invis, dude. Seriously. Oh.
No.
Zone B captured. You have zone.
Like, it's a beatable team, absolutely. It just need to...
Your enemy can't kill if they're dead.
Shit.
See? Doable.
Zone A captured. You have zone advantage.
Just work the angles.
Together as one. I love it. 2 for 1.
I want to message back, but I can't because my multitask can only do so much. I want those orbs. I don't think it's worth the risk in the biscuit, man. But we do it. We do it anyways.
Hey, boom. Good. Oh, fucking crouch, of course.
Behind me! Oh my god, I just.
Almost had it. Yeah. Hey, we're catching up though. Actually, we've made up a lot of the ground there.
Got an LMG. They got an LMG, so they got heavy. Watch it.
Enemy has zone advantage.
Of course. The 120, man. The fucking flute. Thought I just spawned.
Only 5 minutes left.
Red wings, auto rifles,
It's not worth.
fingers. Shoulder charges.
Yeah, dude. These Titans eat crayons for every fucking meal, dude.
Hungers.
And I am fucking up those shots tonight, and not in the good way. I mean, a hand cannon aim, like, basic strafe and shoot is fine. Tricksy stuff I am messing up more than I typically do.
I know that's that fucking Titan, dude. Shield bash and Titan. And down. So bad, dude. You're so fucking bad, dude. Ugh.
Yeah, that I feel should have been a headshot, but I digress.
Come on, dude. Come on. Come on. Watch it, watch it. That fucking Titan with the fucking shield, dude. Trying to bait him, dude, but
It's on a cap zone, we just gotta keep moving. Oh, really? Yep. I got solo Nova. Oh, apparently 2 blueberries ran into that shit too. I thought it was just me for a
They
moment.
got sucked into it.
Oh, not
it's
5
Obama,
Sakazaki.
man. They're fucking DP on their DP.
That time I absolutely got chased down and solo supered. Feels bad. Osteo. Hmm. Do 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 do
And
do.
they run.
Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Watch it, Thunder Crash inbound. Not Thunder Crash, but fucking right on your left, dude. Coming in. Gotcha.
Nope. You thought you were cute?
Fucking Obama, dude. If you didn't have his fucking
Hey,
ability.
hey, don't be pulling a current administration blaming one that hasn't been in a
Oh
while.
my god. They're all shit.
Don't be pulling an orange man.
Man, Orange Man, they're all bad, dude.
Blaze a path for the rest.
Oof.
This has got to be Obama.
Coming
down
from
here,
outside
right
the
now.
mid.
He's always loops around, dude. Okay.
It's not over until I sing, Guardian. And I never
He's
sing.
tagged. Nice, nice. Hey, it's winnable. Just keep your head about.
Victory imminent.
Whichever hunter was just on my ass that took me off the top. I hope
Ah,
I hate
didn't even get the
Obama,
melee
dude.
through.
I hate that
One more, one
guy.
more. You can do it.
He's
You
on
can
B,
do it, boys.
Obama.
No, just stay alive, stay alive.
A well-fought victory.
Barely, but good shit, guys.
What is this shit?
You fight like a demon.
GG, that we had to work for that one, but 2 points. That was enough. Oof. Okay, the dude's getting best rest. Hands down.
No, he was using Shappy and Shira's Wrath. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. With Doom Archers, of course.
no, he was just shoulder charging and punching.
Yeah. He's got 2,583 on his
Hey,
Shappy.
but we
so
brought
he
home
just-
the bacon.
Yeah, I know. I don't know, man. Gunplay is. Anyway, you know I'm gonna be like.
But quick, before the match starts, you know what I need? A drink.
Some drink and a PP.
I might break us out of here real quick. One, my postmaster is full and I've been blowing it off. I am gonna take us to a tower run real quick, so I'm not just leaving you guys stranded in orbit. 2, yeah, bathroom break sounds spectacular. And 3, I need a drink.
All right.
Oh, and I also have to ping our buddy back as well. So I invited Constant in, and because those of you guys who may have seen Constant in chat before, that man is godly in first-person shooters.
So if I want to talk to you there, Brandon, I'll probably be back on. You're getting off in about 45 minutes or so?
Roundabout. I'm just gonna try to remember to raid our friend General T, because they're doing
Okay.
GM runs right after this one.
Did you want to do a little bit of Salonas eventually during the week, or that CP boss?
Yeah, apparently, Constant is just like, says he's AFKing and farming Aya's Luna. I was like, damn.
Yeah. Just let me know. I guess if you want to do some of that, you can do that. I got the CP boss, so.
I appreciate it.
But yeah. So I'll watch you on Twitch and see if you're doing any good.
We
probably
had
doing
to
good.
work for it, man. No, but as a team, we brought that shit home last game, so I'm very proud of how we pulled that one off.
But GG's as well, Lulu.
Yeah,
Good
GG's.
shit. And yeah, we will catch you on later, man. GG,
All right,
boys.
take care, man. Happy farming. Need to, again, at this point, if the helmsman isn't perfect, it's getting scrapped. That's actually a little tempting. Might look at that later. I just need to clear some space in here. That's a damn near perfect frozen orbit. Lone Wolf, Snapshot, Accurized, Fluted. I say damn near. I could change the masterwork. I just don't know that I want to burn that off of a frozen orbit in particular. That's a bit of a tough sell. But yeah, we do need to scrap some of these rolls, though. Alright guys, I'm going to put us in a quick break. I will be back in a few. There we go, Eddie. Just like a bean burrito, I have returned. And do I have enough ciphers to get anything from the Shaxman?
To see another hero of the tower.
I could go for... yeah, we'll do a weapon pull just for shits and grins, why not?
This was made for you.
So I do... yeah, of course I need to go clear some extra... I need to put some shit in the vault, folks. Bear with me. Before anyone goes, oh, you could just... go into the vault for a minute. God, no. Years of force of habit. Probably scrap most of these Tekken's regalia stuff as well. I don't think that's going to be much good outside of infusion food. Mercurial... that is a garbage roll. That is not good. So that's disappointing. Alright, Craig, man, are you down to jump back into Crucible?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, let's do it. Got a few matches left in me, and then we are going to try to remember to raid with the little viewership we have. Go say hello to our buddy Geralty here. Oh, I lost you. He gone. Okay, there he is. Everything good? Some nice, breezy, casual control. And because I've been good and productive, and we did some back-end work. Did a little preview of the additional back-end work we're doing, and already got gym, general chores, all that done. Just have to get through work and such tomorrow. I've got Friday off. I'm letting myself have a drink. Yeah, I found when I was going through Safeway earlier, there's a, like, one of those canned cocktails, like, oh, Dogfish Head, tequila margaritas, like, I like Dogfish Head. Love their beers. I like margaritas. I like tequila. Always leads to nothing but good decision making and definitely doesn't cause crimes. Like, why the hell not? There's one I have not found. I kind of want to see if it's even being made. So, Craig, you know H. John Benjamin, voice actor behind like Bob from Bob's Burgers and more of my background, Archer, you know, from show of the same name?
Nope.
Actor behind those roles, and he did, if you guys have not heard of this, this is a fun, somewhat demented listening experience. So H. John Benjamin has done some jazz piano playing, in a manner of speaking. He goes and makes this album called Jazz Daredevil, and the first track of the album is literally him calling a phone line, asking to sell his soul to the devil so he can play jazz piano. So they have him meet, I think it's like at a Mom's Organic Market or something in town. Speaks the devil, who I spaced the actor's name, but the same dude who voices Fry from Futurama, and I know the lady who was a sort of receptionist slash answering person on the call before that. I cannot remember either of their names, life of me. But I've heard her in roles, pretty sure from Bob's Burgers as well. And he goes, meets with me, says, hey, so how long have you been playing the jazz band? I'm like, I don't know how. That's why I'm coming to you. It's like, what's like, well, most people, you know, practice first. They try really hard. And they want to be the best their craft. And then they come see me to like sell their souls. Like, no, like, I'm going to sell myself. Like, what's the point? If I have to still do all the extra work, why not just skip to the selling my soul part? The way I can just be good at it. And that's the first track. The next one, you find out that he has actual, like, no shit jazz musicians. Hello! Also, we are on stream. It's a wild Orpheus appeared. What do you call? Oh, he dipped. He gone. Tease. Anyhow, his entire jazz album with like actual jazz musicians, except H.on Benjamin, who does not know how to play the piano, but just freeballs it. And the people making it, like, we don't get it. It's like, is he a genius? Is he just fucking with us? Probably that one. He's definitely fucking with him, let's be clear. But it somehow kind of works. I take you with me, my friend. Did not need to jump for that shot. That was a little silly on my part. Again, the jumps are what I'm killing myself with tonight. But yeah, if you guys want a entertaining listen, go find H.on Benjamin's Jazz Daredevil. Oh, that was too. That was the whole team, Jesus. But he was supposed to be the Jazz Daredevil Whiskey Highball, and it was supposed to be a canned cocktail collaboration. I was not able to find that thing anywhere. How many of you does it take? These guys are... They want my booty. They can't have it. They can't have my booty. The booty is mine. It belongs to me. You cannot have my booty. I don't know what the fuck that was just now, but it wasn't enough to keep you alive, I can tell you that much. And somehow we're coming back, folks. Don't ask me how. I couldn't tell you.
Zone C lost. They have advantage. Only 5 minutes left. Zone A captured. You have zone advantage.
Yeah, where B? Do do. Know that.
Enemy has
Your
advantage.
floaty bullshit. You're gotta be moving towards A next, right?
You have advantage.
Don't ask me how we're coming back on this one, folks. I am mostly just running laps and just like, hey, we'll see what happens.
Captured zone B. That's a power play. You took them. Now hold.
S-
Zone C lost. Enemy has advantage. You have zone advantage.
Oh.
3 minutes. Hold strong, and this battle is yours.
Where? Oh, and the blueberry just... Craig, did you just defend me with that one?
I'll be back in move.
Do you just get down Mr. Precedent for me?
No, no, so no.
No.
Zone B lost. They have advantage.
No blueberry.
Keep it up, and victory is yours.
How are you still... It's that same... Astro be slightly laggy. Like, in no way you should have lived through that. Better, somehow we're coming back for this one.
Zone B captured. You have advantage. I could not ask for a better victory.
Eh, that was a weird one.
Targets eliminated. Nice work.
Is Nick hopping on, though? No, he just popped in and teased us. What if he's headed home from work? That might be the case. It's not the same role as earlier, but... Eh. 7. Also, that's actually not bad at all. That might be a near perfect role for this one, the helmsman. Booted, steady round, snapshot, warple. Handling masterwork. Because it exits flinched like nobody's business, but it could be funny to whack someone with the legendary energy version of No Land Beyond. That one can get infused. Fail anyone? Some of the same folks from last game.
Control.
Lord John Boy. No, we invited John to this stream. Or to this match.
Take those zones and hold them to your last breath.
Gotta stop trying on the job. Ballsy.
You captured Zone A. Enemy claims Zone C. Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Wow, I whiffed that hard. It's Bob. He's on.
Zone A lost. Enemy has advantage. You captured Zone C. Zone advantage is yours.
Tahuyan, you should not have let me do that. You had my ass.
Zone B lost.
Schönberg, that was a little more toss-up. I can forgive you that one. They just spawn right back on top of me. We love it. Getting bungoed. Not the Bob. Oh. That's too much action. No. Sorry, boys. Gotta be done.
Now hold them. Zone A lost.
Sorry, bud. Had to do it. And that. Oh no, we ran into the smoke.
Zone C lost. Enemy has advantage.
But I had that one. Damn.
Zone A captured. You have advantage.
Nope, don't stand in the hazard. Thank Craig.
Fight together. Nothing. Double down.
Ooh, yeah, that might get me. Ah, burned out. We're doing moderately okay this game, though. Like, we have a decent lead. Speaking very, very light general terms. Where the fuck did he come from? If I can get back in there, I'd love to be able to tether the heavy before they can pull it. Really, game?
Ah! Hit me,
I broke my own ankles.
Okay.
Zone A lost. Enemy has advantage.
What in the hellion?
5 minutes remain.
Huh. Well, they are starting to catch us, though. We gotta stop fucking off so much. Oh, good shit, Craig. How'd you not see that coming? Why me?
Ooh, huh? Why did he live 2 punches?
How? How in the fuck do you survive 2 straight melees like that?
I don't know, but he did it to me.
The Taohuyan?
Mm-hmm. Oh, fucking liars. They get fucking increased melee resistance. And they're punched. That is so I knew that was coming.
Their Dawnblade just jump into our dude's Nova?
I mean, it's better than what the alternative would have been.
They're just like being a little silly.
What the fuck is that, Skyburners?
Okay, we're bringing it back.
3 minutes. You're winning. Stay strong. Zone
Oh.
advantage is yours.
Of course it fucking tells me.
Victory well executed.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, that was some delayed reaction stuff. There was a solid moment between the kill shot and him actually dying.
Bring me your friends. I need more like you.
I wonder if it's from... I think it's Tao. I know Tu Hao is a whole separate term. That's more a reference to China's Nova-rich culture. I really only know that because the joke's with Tu Hao Gold Apple Watch. That was a old one back in college. I sip the drink before we start a match. I'm not just sitting there drinking away while the match is starting again. Pacifica. It's like I'm playing Cyberpunk all over again, which I do want to go back and do some. There's some rumor. I don't know if there's a trailer out yet for season 2 of Edge Runners, which I'm ready for the emotional damage over here already. I just want to revisit Cyberpunk on the whole, because after switching monitors and I've tested a little bit, like with everything cranked, including path tracing. Every setting max at 1440p and DLSS frame gen up to ×4. I sit around 2 to 220 like in combat in Dogtown. I'm just like on an OLED monitor. I'm like, I gotta play this shit again. So I would like to do, if I do revisit Cyberpunk, probably another 6 to 8 months or so. I want to keep those playthroughs at least a year apart. I'm gonna keep it fresh. I definitely want to. What do you call? Whereas last time I tried to do some stuff off of memory before, this time I want to do a better job mapping it out. Because I've done the DLC, I've done the main game already. I'd like to kind of give you guys like what I think the ideal playthrough would be, which will involve me taking notes, checking guides, the whole nine. I see you. That melee whiffed entirely. Oh no. Thank you, Craig. Oh, boys, don't let me do that to you. Don't let me disrespect you like that. You a classy broad. You can't let me be doing that to you. My eyes on a different prize right now. Hey, I see you. Right.
And of course,
I'm a smooth criminal, boys.
Press W to go shotgun.
I might burn out. Ah, he finally got me. Oh, good shots, good shots. He's weak. His ass. Thank you, Magho. Good effort, but no.
Okay, I just got damage glitched.
I hip fired that, but I am surprised you survived that.
I know damage glitch.
Yay!
I still think I took you to that.
Nah, I'm suppressed. I'm repressed. No. Oh. Right, no dodge. Balls. Alright, I spawned by C.
Minutes remain. A strong start. Fight on. Zone B lost. You captured Zone A. You have advantage.
So we go back around. Do. I witnessed Jehovah.
Zone B captured. That's a power play. You took them. Now hold them. Zone C lost.
Sorry, buddy. Had to be done. Okay, that was unnecessary, but fun. But very, very necessary. Heavy's up.
Blueberry. Are you fucking serious? And they're gonna get heavy because Blueberry didn't punch a weak person.
I can't wait to see what you do with that.
I'm trying to drop something there. I offed myself. Okay, someone's taking advantage of it though. So long as they don't get the heavy, that's my big one.
And this battle is yours.
I'm surprised he hit me from that angle. They're capping zones though.
Zone C captured. You have advantage. Victory.
Oh, I was way off on that one. Okay, they're capping B.
Zone B lost.
I didn't realize we had Big Mike. Let's cast another well on A.
Zone C lost.
Bro, can my shotgun stop fucking ghosting, please? That's the third shot on that fucking same 100 that is ghosting.
Which one?
The fucking X for the E dude.
Nope.
Fuck off with the bullshit, dude.
Nice. Nice.
What can stop you if you fight together?
And I just get shotgunned.
1 minute. You have this.
Oh, where did you come from? Man, those Jehovah's Witnesses are pushy.
Sound tactics bring victory. Impressive.
I feel like that last one truly kind of does a headshot roll with everything.
Yeah. On that uplift note, I'm probably gonna call it a night for a stream, guys, because it is getting to be that hour. A fairly decent note. Dude, the Jehovah's Witness dude was kicking ass, though. I gotta give credit where it's due. Oh, fuck. Craig, his clan name is Zavala's deceased wife.
Damn.
Oh, no. I didn't know the Jehovah's Witnesses were fucking savages. Oh, boy.
And meh, he was okay.
He was their top fragger, though, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull set of matchmaking here, and I want to go... raid our friend over here, so give me just a second.
I go poof, it's late.
Hey,
Where's fun hanging?
Oh yeah, good playing with you, man.
Indeed.
Glad to see the homies back on for some more Destiny. It feels like the good old days.
Yeah. A little bit.
Alright, make sure I
need-
spelled this correctly.
What?
Bye. Thank you, Saribot. You have been helpful as always. And you guys, we're gonna go say hello to a friend. So you guys have a No, he said he was streaming soon, but he offline. We tried. We even held the timeline, but out of left note, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. I am kicking it back to chat screen real quick. Yes, there we go. Well, the plan is probably Modesity on Sunday, but as I have Friday and Saturday off, Thursday I do have I need to be in the office for some stuff and get some general errands done. But the where's it going with that? No, we're gonna try to experiment a little bit more with Figure Lumia stream is gonna be my next big hurdle for backend work. That and trying to make some more emotes and fun things for you guys to use. The other one is trying to get a soundboard together. I'm trying to find the best way to implement that, where you guys can use things like viewer points, bits, whatever else have you, to throw more of your guys' interaction in as we go. That is the goal, is to give you guys more toys to play with while you're here. But the emotes especially will be a priority, because those are things you can take with you to other streams, and Discord servers as well. I'm hoping there's a way to, like I said, I'm tracking the updates on Fluxer. They don't have a way to, I think self-hosting's up, Federation not quite, and I do need to go have another look at see which bots have been ported over to Fluxer so far. We are eyeballing that, and I do have part of the infrastructure built to be able to self-host it in the future. I'm just waiting for, before we start moving our community over from Discord to Fluxer, I want to make sure it's stable and usable, and it's gonna be down left and right. Hopefully self-hosting more about it, but I want to be up and running. I know Discord's giving us all some privacy concerns, but I have to make sure it's stable and working before I start shuffling a whole community over there, because we do use the Discord server a decent bit. But other than that, was happy to share with you guys some of the stuff. I've been wanting to work on this stuff for a while, just finally getting it rolling. It's downloaded. We've started making scenes for it. Just have to finagle with the tool a bit more and kind of get to where I have better understanding of it, and I have enough it stabilized here to where it does all things we want it to do, but in a nice, polished, concise way, and not just cheesily, all right, we're gonna go RGB unicorn flash everyone on camera there. None of that. So making sure it's, you've seen something behind the scenes, it's gonna look a bit rough. We're trying to make sure it's got that level of polish that we want to present here. And performance-wise, I think we're doing fine with what we've added for, that our vertical canvases are back, so in theory, YouTube Shorts should be good. If Twitch gives us the thumbs up to start doing vertical streaming here, then excellent. Stream quality-wise, we should still be good at... Yep, all of our qualities are still there, so enhanced broadcasting's doing well. Just making sure the experience for you, the viewers, is as good as possible. And it's a fun creative challenge for me, admittedly. We did also, I didn't even mention this, as we switched to Apple Music. I'm not showing tracks right now, though there are a few widgets to do it. But stream music-wise, I've downloaded about, it's an 11-hour shuffle compilation of about 10 of the Stream Beats by Harris Heller albums that I kind of picked and figured out these are the vibe we're going for now. We may curate it down in the future, but we shouldn't have any cutouts on music because they are all downloaded and playing locally. And they're, because I'm playing it through Apple Music, it's at ALAC, which is their lossless format. If I switch something like Foobar 2000 or something akin to it in the future, or looking into Cider, I may switch to FLAC files as well. But the bottom line is, we're running it locally here, not streaming the music as we go. I'm trying to find a good way to get to where you guys can maybe like skip a track if it's not really doing it for you. The implementations are a bit better suited to YouTube Music and Spotify, which YouTube Music, I know our buddy Evo swears by. Like, he seems to enjoy that one. Let's kind of try it. I need to see if they have lossless high quality streaming is my stopping point. That's why I was on Tidal, but it seems they've been getting a little buggier on me, and it was getting a bit frustrating. Whereas Apple Music does have theoretically lossless under a slightly different codec. And I'm not an audiophile expert. I dabble in a lot of areas. The combination of things is what kind of brings you the polished product by the end. But there aren't as many implementations for like Stream Deck or StreamerBot that allow me to give you guys more control over Apple Music specifically. I think it's coming, and I'm working on finding solutions for it. That way you can at least do skip track. It'd be a little tough to, say, request tracks. We're trying to keep the music entirely royalty-free across the board. But those are kind of the back-end things we're working on for polish right now. But on that uplifting note, I'll catch you guys later. I'm going to go figure out where my girlfriend has wandered off to. I'm assuming, because I didn't see her in the house and I stepped out to go grab a drink earlier, that she ran for boba. That's my best guess. But yeah, I will catch you guys later. There she is. Yeah, I didn't see you in the house earlier. So I'm like, she must have made a boba run. That was my guess. Was I right? That's not a no. Alright. I'm her problem now. I'm gonna go bother her. You guys have a good night. I'll catch you later.